Hi everyone, welcome back to this course on Spreadsheets a Primer. And now we are going to see the text to columns. Okay, there are several options that are available in Excel, especially for data manipulation that we are going to see it right now. Okay, you're going to split these cells. See, you have seen flash fill and then concatenate function that is used for splitting and joining the string names. And apart from this, we have a separate function in Excel that is called as a text to columns function. This is very, very helpful and handy when it comes to managing a larger data, right? Now, you see, you're going to split the names based on certain delimiters. Delimiters here represents a comma, a space, a quotes, or any special characters. Even a space comes under the classification of a special character. Now, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to split these names text to columns. Okay, if you're having several addresses, you'll each and every address, for example, address 1, address 2, address 3, if you're having it in a single line, you can use the comma as a delimiter to split the address into 2 or 3 columns. Now, I'm going to split this name. Go to data menu and you can see option that is called as text to columns, right? I'm clicking this text to columns. The moment I click text to columns, you can see there is an option called as delimited and fixed width. Here we are not focusing on fixed width, we are focusing only on the delimited, right? What is a delimited? Very simple, like any special characters. We are checking comma because the names are splitted. So you can see in the data preview here, Smith, comma Nancy, North, comma Andy, right? The common thing among all the names is the comma. So I'm checking the comma. The moment I check the comma, you can see the data preview here. And before do that, whenever you are splitting your data, make sure that the adjacent cell to your data is empty. Otherwise, the data will be overwritten. So that's a caveat that you should be looking onto your text to columns function, right? Now I'm checking the comma and just clicking finish. There is already data here. Do you want to replace it? I'm clicking OK. Yes. The moment I click OK, you can see my data is split up and then it is put up in the different cell. Last name, right? Ignore the column headers. And I've just done everything in the single thing. Now, there is also another option in Excel, right? Removing the duplicates. If you're having a large set of data, you might have some duplicates. You need to find out several duplicates in your data. Then see, you want only the unique values, unique text points in your data. So if you have entered some duplicate values, that can be removed and that can be identified and that can be removed from your data set. How you can do this? That is the next thing, right? Now, see, I'm going to select here. I'm selecting this data. Now, what is the duplicate data here? You can see lamps and lamps. Lamps is the duplicate data here. Altogether, I am selecting this. You can see the count here. Count here, there are 10 number of selected cells that contain data is 10 here. So you have one duplicate data, so we need to remove the duplicate data. How we are going to do this? I am selecting this complete data. Either you can use your mouse to select your data, otherwise press Control A. Control A is selecting the header also. Okay, right? We'll use the mouse now. We'll use the mouse to select the data and then go to data menu. And here there is an option in data tools. Data tools is a group. You can see under data tools, you can see an option that is called as remove duplicates. When you press remove duplicates, it will ask you for the columns that you need to select. You uncheck sales, you uncheck cost, because we need to remove the duplicates only based on the product. My data has headers, yes, true. Your selection has headers. Click OK. And then the 4 duplicate values found and removed and 6 unique values remain. Okay, right? I am undoing this. I am undoing this. Okay, right? Again, I'm going to remove duplicates based on the sales and cost values. Okay, I'm checking this. Okay, I am going to remove duplicates based on product, sales, and cost. If all these things are common, if all, see, all the product name should be similar, the sales value should be similar, the cost value should be similar, only then it is identified as duplicate. Then you remove it. That is my condition. So I'm clicking OK here. Now you can see only one duplicate value found and removed, 9 unique values remain. What is the difference between the previous thing and the current thing? Previous thing has removed the duplicates based on the product names alone. It doesn't take into consideration your sales or the cost value. But in the second option, what happens is like it has taken into consideration the product should be similar, sales value should be similar, cost value should be similar. Only then it is possible for you to identify it as a duplicate, then remove it. This is a very useful function, comes in handy when you are managing a data manipulation.